Let your heart breathe. Let it go, let it fly, let it take its time. Let it breathe. Well, don't let it get to you. 'Cause all you gotta do is let your heart breathe. Let your heart breathe. You'll pull through. Let your heart breathe. Let it go. Let it fly. Let it take its time. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
Oh, that's great.
That is wonderful.
That is just wonderful.
Thank you.
What kind of response are you getting from other people, like when you play this stuff?
Apparently now that is in the top. Oh, geez, that's like in your top 3 favorite. So we've got some fans here that are awesome wearing blue. Come and support.
Nice,
and
nice.
Yeah, Drowning Me is still at number 1, but I think Heart Breathe and the next song I'm going to play for you at some point called Keep Around, I think that's sliding into number 2 or 1.
This is exciting. This is so exciting.
It's like a horse race. Oh my gosh, who's going to win?
I know.
Oh my goodness, I love horse
Oh,
races.
you shouldn't have
You
said that.
shouldn't have got me started because I'm like still excited about the Triple Crown and everything.
Yeah.
It's
You
all
are?
good. Yes.
Okay.
She gets way into that stuff.
Long ago, someone left with the cup.
Yeah.
That's all I know about that song.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We good?
No?
We good?
Bueller? Okay.
Okay.
That's great.
So, when do you find time to write? Because I know you love writing and creating. I mean, how do you juggle everything?
Well, it's what I have deemed as priorities. So I have different priorities now, whereas when I first moved to Nashville, it was co-write, perform, tour, whatever. And slowly that's turned into, and that was, hosting a lot of writers' nights and things like that. And now it's less Alyssa Jacey, more helping other artists and doing some motivational speaking, some public speaking.
I was just going to say, you would make a great motivational speaker.
Thank you!
I was just going to say that.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And I meant that in a serious thank you. I got excited, but I mean that is a genuine one.
I got kind of scared because you raised your arm and I was like, oh.
Yeah, raise my hand. I don't know what I do with my hands. Sometimes you never know what to do with your hands.
It works, though.
Sometimes
It works.
I understand. The struggle is weird. The struggle is real.
Yeah. So I've been lucky enough to go and speak at a few different elementary schools, high schools, colleges, and speak on careers, what to do with your communications degree because I have one, and how to what to do when you get to Nashville. How do you follow your dreams? It doesn't even have to be about music. It's really about what do you want to do? Find out what you want to do, and then it's those little baby steps that you create, or that I can help you create. That you follow that plan, and then you reach that goal, and that's what Image 1228 is all about.
I was going to bring that up because I want to know more about that.
Okay.
For sure, because I think it's a great thing that you're doing here.
Thank you.
Helping these artists, and we need to get some of those artists on the show too.
Sure.
Sometime, and I know we talked about it, but I want to get all this behind me first,
Yes,
and then
yes.
because I can't multitask as good as you can. so maybe you can teach me. Do you have like CDs and videos that I can watch and get motivated?
Yeah. Well, sure.
Maybe that would teach me how to do stuff.
I
Yeah.
just started an Image 1228 YouTube channel, and there are 2 videos on there. One is me speaking at my old college to future comm grads, because when I was in their position, I definitely was lost. I didn't know what I was going to do, and literally. My first year going back to school, it was when I started singing. I had taken some time off. I went to LA to dance and blah, blah. I think we talked about this last interview. And I took 2 years off of school. My family was freaking out. Oh, she's never going to go back to school. I went back. And I decided on communications. And I thought, like, maybe I'll be a news broadcaster one day. Or I'll teach. Or, I don't know. You could do so many things with this major. And it turned out I ended up singing, right, out of nowhere, singing. For those of you who don't know, in a 20-second synopsis, I moved to Los Angeles to teach dance. I was a dancer for my whole life, taught hip-hop, was in some music videos, Super Bowl.
That's cool.
And then I sang karaoke as what I thought would be a joke, like a one-time thing for just to appease friends, and it turned into my full-time career. And now I play guitar and drums. I'm about to release my 8th album. I've gone on several nationwide tours that I've booked for myself.
So much.
Well, so now the point is I've gotten to the place where I'm happy, and so now I want to teach other independent artists what they can do to get to at least where I am and hopefully beyond, if that's what their dream is. So,
how do you? Do they just find you and say, help me, or do you actually seek them out? How does that work?
I'm really, really lucky. I just started this business in January, and it has been 100%, maybe 99% of people coming to me because I've been here for 3.5 years. I hosted so many writers' nights. I booked 2,800 people, 35-ish hundred people contacted me. And so the name is already around, and then once that started circulating, that I started Image 1228, I got the automatic, like, people talking about it and just, coming in for meetings and things, and it's been great. It's been going on, and I can be as busy or as slow as I want to be in case I want to go take 6 weeks off and tour in Europe, and
that's so cool.
So if you want to know how to spell that, by the way, it's IMAGETWELVE. So image 12, the words, and then the number 28.com.
So if somebody's interested and they want your help, they can go to the website and get the information?
Yes. It's mainly, it's like an artist development, media coaching, mentoring, booking agency.
Have you had anybody come to you yet and they really wanted to do it, but they weren't so good?
Maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two, and I do a mentoring session with them instead of saying, like, yes, I can be your artist developer, or yes, I can book you, because I still feel like I can help them. I can give them the direction. I haven't had anyone that has come to me where I said I absolutely cannot help you, and it's the people who will come to me and ask, can you get me signed to a record label? Can you get me signed to a publishing agency? Well, I say, no, I can't be that person. Those are actually two worlds that I'm not familiar with anyway. So not only is that something I would never promise you because I couldn't deliver, but I'm not familiar with those two things enough to teach you.
But you're getting them ready for the opportunity when it does come around.
Correct. That is my job. My job is
That's
to
the big thing.
develop.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're so inspiring, everything that you do. I mean, you're doing what you love doing, and then now you're helping other people get to where they want to be, or at least be ready for the opportunity.
Yes.
And you just don't stop, and that's inspiring to me because it's a good enough story anyway when people come to Nashville and they last more than a year. And how long have you been in Nashville now?
3.5 years.
3.5 years, and look at you. Look at you.
I know.
Oh, my God.
How's my mom right now?
I'm so proud of you. And I bet your mom is, too. I bet she is.
My whole family is, which is so helpful. You need that team behind you. You need to have supportive friends and family. And something I have learned also along the way, and it has a lot to do with music for me personally, but I hope for everyone else out there that hears this, when you have people that are like time suckers or that put you down, you have got to learn to cut them out of your life, because there's no way possible you will surpass it. You will get further in life if they're going to be hanging around you. So what
time suckers is what you called them.
Time suckers.
Okay.
Or heartbreakers, or men who don't treat women well, or girls who are catty. Just get them out of your life.
Just be done with it.
Just make them go away.
Yes.
Go away.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between a time sucker and then constructive criticism? Maybe somebody that's really trying to help you. I don't.
So to me, I was envisioning a time sucker being someone who just always wants to like hang out with you, like, oh, let's go to a bar, like, oh, let's go do, instead of going. But how about we write today, or how about we don't go to a bar and instead we go see what new venues came out in Kentucky or something, And I'm not always like that. I mean, I'm not always like that. Okay, I do go to a bar, but I've had my fair share. But constructive criticism, that is actually part of my regimen, my what I teach for Image 1228, and part of the questions I ask, one of the questions I ask is, how do you take constructive criticism, and how do you know how to decipher whether it's someone being genuine or full of hot air? And it is tough to do that, but the longer you're in the industry, the more aware you will become of these kind of people, and it'll just kind of show up. Like you'll just it'll click. You'll know.
Sure. A lot of it too, I guess, when you're in the industry, it's just a matter of sometimes just getting beat down so much that you just learn to deal with it, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
well, okay, and that's the other thing too. I actually, and I'll just admit this, I got really offended by someone the other day because, like, you got a thicker skin. Well, this particular person, I've worked very hard to not to have thick skin and to not get sensitive when someone says something really mean to me. But I walked into this particular place on this particular night that I had things going on, and the very first thing was he said, "I hate you," and I was like, "Wow, that's really the first thing you're gonna say to me when I walk in when we're gonna be." We're working together tonight. He's like, I hate you, but I love you, and you did this, and you did this, and I was like, okay, wow. Well, I would really appreciate it if you didn't speak to me that way. And he's like, you need to get thicker skin, and I said, no, you need to stop being. Like, I'll
says that to somebody? Who does that?
Well, this particular person, I think I can tell. I mean, my very first night that I met them, they were grilling me on what I knew about certain things in the industry. If I say too much, it'll. I'm not gonna. I'm not talking about.
Do you want me to whip their ass?
No, you know what? Life is gonna whip their ass on its own,
True.
I don't need to get involved with that. So that's why I've kind of separated myself from that whole world of what that person's involved in, and you move on. So
we love you. I don't know what his problem is, but you're good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what are you going to sing for us next?
Okay, so this is the song. This has been pitched to Dustin Lynch and what's the guy's name? I'm blanking on. I can probably look it up even before I start singing. But this is the first song that I've really had pitched to a major label artist that I think has really actually gotten pitched. I've heard before that one of my songs was pitched to the band Perry, but I don't know really how far along that got to. But I know. Okay, I don't know who it is. But anyway, and that's, if this gets cut by a country artist, great. That's not my point. Again, I'm not here to try to get on the radio. I'm not here to try to be famous. I write what I write, and if people like it, awesome. So this was inspired by a guy who came around after my ex and I broke up, very in and out of my life very quickly, and treated me really well for a really short amount of time, and then treated me like crap. And I wrote this song from the perspective of a man. It's called "Keep Around." And you'll get it.
I've heard this song.
Oh, you have? Okay.
I have heard this song.
Both the last song, "Heart Breathe," and this song are on
song.
Reverb Nation. So if y'all want to hear this fully produced, you can right now. Can you hear that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you sound
that's
great.
When she bats her lashes, you pay attention. She sings with her eyes what she never mentioned. Hear it in her laugh, see it in her smile. She's the girl you keep around for a while. Hate to let her go, but you love to watch her leave. Gets more beautiful every time you meet. Notices when you go the extra mile. Yeah, she's the girl you keep around for a while. 'Cause when it works. There are no explanations or complications. It feels just like walking on air. No overthinking, just constant reeling, lost in lovers' stare. Tonight, she's the girl you keep around for a while. Can't fall asleep 'cause she's all you think about. Never known the feeling of no doubt. So you'd rather not sleep a wink than get her off your mind. 'Cause she's the girl you keep around for a while. 'Cause when it works, there are no explanations or complications.